Hi everybody, my name is Jacob. I'm from Woodbury and I study accounting. Here are the 5 unexpected things I learned about Nebraska. What surprised me most about Lincoln was its actual size. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than it actually was. With 250,000 people, it's a lot like St. Paul. It has a lot of places to eat, places to go, things to do. Coming in for the first time, we drove from Minnesota, and so coming in off of the interstate, you get to see the football stadium and the Pinnacle Bank Arena, which is really cool because that's kind of a grand introduction into the University of Nebraska itself. It has a small town feel, which for me is a good thing because it's a lot like Minnesota nice. They have Nebraska nice down here as well. We're in the Haymarket now, and this is a great place to come with your family or your friends if you just have some extra time in between classes or on the weekend. A few of my favorite restaurants down here include Lead Belly, which is on the corner. Also, there's 402 Creamery, which is a really great local creamery and an ice cream place that has some pretty awesome flavors. If you guys are familiar with St. Paul, the St. Paul Saints have a stadium down there, and around there is sort of a little market or village area, and that's what this reminds me of. I would say that I go home about 3 or 4 times during the semester, depending on breaks and just things happening at home. Personally, I have a car. However, I know a lot of kids don't have one, but that's not a problem because, for example, during my freshman year when I didn't have a car, I found out that there was just a bunch of people from the Minneapolis-St. Paul area who are always willing to give you a ride home. Driving home with friends is a lot of fun. It makes the 6 hours or 6.5 hours, depending on where you live, feel a lot quicker, go by a lot faster, which is always nice. While I do stay connected to home, I also have created my own little community down here in Lincoln, and we're going to head over to U Suites to showcase that, and I'll tell you more about it. We just got to the University Suites back from the Haymarket, and this is actually where I lived my freshman year. One of the things that really got me my community here at Nebraska was being in the business learning community. What a learning community is when you live together with a bunch of people who are also the same major as you. You guys take the same classes and end up studying together and just building relationships and ensuring that you guys are as successful as you can be. It's not required, but I do also always recommend it. It's really just a great opportunity to meet students. Since we were here, I just thought I would show you a sample room real quick. This is like the room that I lived in when I was a freshman. Right when you walk in here, you can see that you guys get this big living room. Being in a suite, there are going to be 4 of you living in here, not just 2. You get the couch and the end table and the chair and all of this included. When you come into the bedroom here, you see that there are, like I said, 2 beds. So there's 2 on one side and 2 on the other. You can either keep these on the ground or loft them. There's a lot of space in here, so you're never going to have to worry about that. And finally, when you look in here, you get to see that there's a kitchenette, so you get a full-size fridge and a microwave to make popcorn or soup or anything like that, and you also get your own in-suite bathroom with shower and toilet. Now that we've talked about academics, let's talk about being social here in college. If you're like me, one of the things that you've always heard about Nebraska is the football. So let's head over to Memorial Stadium and see what it's all about. Right now we're in Memorial Stadium, and this place is really special to me because this is actually where I decided to become a student here at UNL. I was a senior in high school and still deciding between 2 schools, and I went to a football game here, and it really sold me on the university. One of my favorite memories is just my very first game day here. On Saturdays, it's the 3rd largest city in Nebraska at 90,000. So one of the ways, just beyond football and game days, that I'm involved here on campus is also through a business fraternity that I'm involved with. It's called Delta Sigma Pi, and it's a professional fraternity through the College of Business here at Nebraska. Let's go over to Hawks Hall and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Right now we're standing outside of Hawks Hall, which is the University of Nebraska College of Business. And this building is special to me because this is actually where I go to school as an accounting major. Most of my classes are going to be in this building. I feel like Nebraska is preparing me for my future. Professors here really care about you, not only as a student, but as a person. They are willing to meet with you anytime that they have available and talk about careers or talk about class or just talk about their lives in general. through these activities that I'm involved with, DSP, Delta Sigma Pi, it gains me not only the social aspect that I can appreciate, but also professional and networking events, which are going to help my future and my future career. Getting to talk with potential employers and finding internships and things like that.
There's great resources inside of all of our colleges here that will enhance your ability to get, whether that be an internship, a volunteer position, or even a full-time job after graduation. Some advice that I would have: one, just please come and tour. While 6 hours sounds like a long time, it's really not that bad. When you get on campus, you get to truly feel what it's like to be a Husker. Also, just researching more about the university, find out what the programs are and what you may be interested in, and even contacting the advisors that are listed there can help you see if it's a right fit for you. Thanks for coming along with me and hanging out today. Please come and visit, and I hope to see you on campus.